So, everyone, this is going to be a different video because you know why? Because 2024, the year 2024 has awakened the monster inside of me. Yeah, you may want to unsubscribe. Please do if you need to, okay? Because I just feel like things are going to get a little bit different. Things have been getting different, but they're going to be getting differently different, if you feel me. Because, listen, you guys, okay? So, starting in 2023, December last year, I was heavily dark and depressed. I wasn't depressed. Depressed is the wrong word. I was very upset. I was crying. I was going through some things because what had happened was when I went to New York in November, the Lord was all talking to me about how are you going to call yourself the winning team when you're not even taking the best wins in life, which is having relationships with people. And I was like, fine, Lord, I guess I'll try it. And as soon as I made that decision, my life was just the worst it's been. 2024 has been the worst year of my life. Like, trying to, open my heart and, to the thought of, relationships. With you guys, it's different. I don't know why, because I feel like this happened. I feel like this YouTube is, the most consensual relationship I've ever had in my life. You guys watch the video if you want to, click off if you don't want to. I upload when I want to. I don't upload when I don't want to. This feels like the most consensuale situation, right? So I feel comfortable on YouTube. I feel comfortable with you guys. I even feel comfortable with the comments, good and or bad. I don't care because I feel like it feels very consensual and it feels very I have my boundaries, you have your boundaries. If you want to reach out, you can. If you don't, you don't. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. And I just feel comfortable with this YouTube situation. But after having spent, obviously, I used to live in London. I used to do all of these other things. I used to have a very, very fruitful, very vast social community. And nothing wrong with those guys. I just want to say that as well. The community of people that I had. Everything I say about people, just to know that it's always about people from my past. From before I moved out. So everybody that I knew in London, most of them were really lovely. And most of them, the only reason there's no relationships now is just because it's not right for the long haul. Because obviously you guys have met me and you're going to understand why I'm saying all of this now in terms of the monster. Because I know very well, and I've learned the hard way, that people can't handle what I have to do in this life, okay? That's the main reason why I'm so isolated and why I keep to myself and why I'm very by myself. It's not because I'm keeping people away, and it's not even even though obviously one of the haters the other day was surprised, and I told them that I don't go around telling everybody my political views, my thoughts about everything. I only mention things if I feel like it's beneficial or necessary. Otherwise, why am I bringing up all of my thoughts? I'm not that person who likes to ruin the vibe. If I feel like it's beneficial or necessary, I will say something, Otherwise, I won't, because what's the freaking point? But of course, people believe the worst in me. So of course, yeah, people think always just the worst things about me. But I know that I know that it's not easy to handle, the kind of level of bollocks I have to do what I do, you know what I'm saying? And most people can't handle it, because they think it's fun. I was having a conversation like this with my friend, and we were both talking about how funny it is with dating, and how I don't date, you guys, by the way. So every time I encounter a male figure, it is accidental. It's not on purpose. I actually don't even like me and her were both saying, we don't know how they find us. How did you find my existence? But anyway, one thing we were saying, and me and her, I relate to her a lot. She's probably the most relatable person I've ever spoken to in my life, right? She's everybody thinks, men and even women and just people in general, they look at us, especially me, look, I'm here on my little baby face, 27, and I work with the children. So everybody thinks I'm so oh, she must be so nice. I love to be around her. She's clearly a nurturer. She's clearly whatever. I'm you don't know that I was oh, you don't know what crazy it takes to be the woman I am. You don't know how deep I have to go. You don't know how far I have to go with the Lord, how high I have to be in the spirit to be the person that I am. You don't know how deep my intelligence goes. Listen, I'm intelligent enough to know that it's better that I play the oh my gosh, I don't even know, I barely know anything. I'm just young and stupid. Carrot character, because when you play that character, guess what? Everybody be telling you everything. Everybody be putting their guards down. Everybody be talking the talk because they think you can't even comprehend what they're saying. And they don't realize you're more intelligent than they are. They've overestimated themselves in the first place. So, yeah. So, 2024, let's talk about that for a second. And I'm really about to just be on this energy. Like, I don't care anymore, basically, is the long and short of it. I don't care. I opened up my heart. I did all the feelings. I've been crying probably 4 hours a day for 11 months now. Yeah? Oh, my feelings. And listen, I've met great people. There's great people. Don't get me wrong. Listen, winning team, you guys are great. My new friends, you guys are great. Other people who know that they're great because I told them in very specific words directly, you're great. So it's not that there's not great people. But it's that, like, watching the whole world wake the freak up this year and realizing that people were actually capable of waking the freak up, but you just didn't care because it wasn't big news. Because it wasn't big news. All these years I've been talking about all of these people in Hollywood, all of these people in the pharmaceutical industry, all of these things I've been talking about usually for years. And you guys want to wake up this year just because it's big news. I hate this society. That's where I'm at now. So now we've awakened the beast. You know what, something that's crazy, yeah? Let me tell you. So when I play games, I play games like in my family. And one thing my brother always says to me when we play games, my younger brother, he's 24. Okay. Yeah, he was born in 2000. It's crazy. He was born in the year 2000. That's nuts. But anyway. So I think they're all weird. Any of them that I'm joking, I love my brother. But yeah. So one thing my brother always says to me, we always get into arguments playing games with my family, and I'll be honest, I don't really because of him, I don't really play as hard as I would play. And he always says something, and it's so true. He's like, you play like you have no emotions at all. Like, you play like you don't even care about anybody at the table. You just play the most ruthless game, which is ironic because one of my middle names is actually Ruth. But yeah. It's like, you just play the most ruthless game, like you don't care. And it's true. When I play games, because a game is a game, I'm like, this is the one time I get to be I get to just give everything, and not, compassion isn't in the room at that moment, because this is a game. Like, it's not personal, you know what I mean? I don't take games personally. Listen, I like to be beaten. Listen, the sexiest thing anyone can do is beat me at something that I'm really good at. Because I'm like, the heck? How are you beating me? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, cool. You know, when it's a game, I play the game, and I play the game, and I play. Well, I've never really, and this is something I prayed to the Lord for in January, that he would give me an opportunity to play a game where I can play 100% just ruthlessly, without holding back. Because I've always been holding back. My entire life, I've always been holding back for some kind of reason. I've been holding back because I don't want to stand out. I don't want to shine. I don't want attention. I want to be left alone. So I'll be holding back because I don't want attention, yeah? I'll be holding back because I can see that the more I'm doing is making certain people uncomfortable. I'll be holding back because of my emotions. I feel bad for hurting people's feelings. I feel bad for completely obliterating somebody at something. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad about it. So I've never, ever in the entirety of my existence, any type of game that includes actual humans in real life, played, well, a few times I have, but not properly, where I've locked in and I've trained and I've gone in and I don't feel like I've ever put my best into anything, basically. So I'm like, God, I need an opportunity. So I'm still praying. Well, I'm not even praying for that anymore. I don't care anymore. Don't care about anything anymore. It's just done. I'm done. Because now I really hate the world now. For real. Especially doing my job, it makes it worse, where I'm working with kids and I'm getting literally every new child that I now come across, yeah, and I'm getting, because obviously when it comes to especially the special education kids, I'm reading the same story 100 times. I'm reading 8, 5, 10, 12 diagnoses, and it's always, he doesn't focus, he doesn't this, he can't do this for this much longer, As soon as I work with them, amazing. As soon as I work with them, completely fine. And every single time, it's always the parents saying to me, I can't believe this happened to me literally yesterday. So literally yesterday, Monday, right? This other kid gets added to the classes I'm doing, right, for this other company. And I spoke with his mom. She was like, I can't believe he was so talkative. He's usually so quiet. I was like, oh, once a freaking again, the children respond to people that actually care about them. Big whoop. Oh my gosh. E equals MC squared. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Wow. This is rocket science. Somebody call Elon and let him know that we've cracked the code of how to get children to learn is by caring. Oh my gosh. So I'm saying I freaking hate society. Because why does this keep happening? Why do I keep getting these long paperworks? This is what I'm saying. This year's ruined me completely. And it's awakened the beast. It's awakened the freaking beast. Because like, I've been doing that noise so much. Because I'm just... I feel like if I could scream, I feel like if I screamed the way I feel like I want to scream inside, it will be so loud that it will be louder than the entirety of this country. So I'll never scream here. I'll never scream on this land. In this little, tiny little island. It's very small. I can feel the smallness. And that's another thing that's been keeping me holding back. Because like going to America, I was like, whoa! I feel like I can spread my wings! For the first time in my life, I felt like, wow, I feel like I can actually spread my wings. Like, it sounds so strange. Like, I don't even care. Like, guys, this is the thing. I don't care about literally anything anymore now. Because I've realized I've been here on YouTube in real life, yeah, coming for the kingdom of darkness. I've been a freaking threat. Yeah, I don't sleep. I sleep maybe a couple hours a day, if that. Yeah, I have to deal with this threat and that threat and the other threat and the other threat. I'm having to deal with people telling me they're going to show up at my house. I've had to deal with grown men punch me in the face. My friend literally said that as a joke the other day on the phone. She's like, yeah, like some women, like, you know, or man punched her in the face. And she's like, she said it casually as if like it was something that, you know, sounded extreme. And I was like, that's happened to me. I know what it feels like to have a grown man's fist go through my face and hold a knife at my neck. And, you know, and be violated over and over again by different people. I know what it's like. I've been on this planet long enough. You know what I mean? People wonder why I don't want to have kids. You know why I don't want to have children? Because I don't want them to ever feel how I feel right now. And if the way I feel right now doesn't change, I ain't having kids. Because why would I bring them into this existence and make them feel how I feel, which is, why am I here? Because two people decided to be irresponsible. Yeah, and pick and choose when they wanted to do what they wanted to do. Oh, lovely. So yeah, that's why I'm freaking good with the kids, because I care. Care. That's it. That's the only difference, everybody. That's the only difference. And then it'll be the parents like, oh, we're so surprised. We're so surprised at how well that they're talking to you. They're so talkative with you. We never saw this side of him. Literally, like, it infuriates me. And you know, the thing with me is, like I said, I always wanted to know what it would feel like to just play the game and not give a single damn about anything. Not be holding back because I don't want to shine. Not be holding back because I don't want to make somebody else feel uncomfortable. Not holding back because of my compassion. Don't care anymore. She gone. Whoever you guys knew before, she's gone. That's why I said you might want to unsubscribe. Unsubscribe if you need to, darling. It's okay. Unsubscribe if you need to, because she's dead. She's gone. She's gone. The me that existed before, that was all like, oh my gosh. She's gone. She's gone. She's died. She's dead. Because this year, I was like, so people have the capacity, you just chose not to focus on these things because it's uncomfortable for you. Because there wasn't any praise. Because you're a powerless Christian. You know, you're walking around calling yourself a child of God, right? You're walking around with Jesus still. You're showing up to your Bible studies, your conferences. You're buying every book from every freaking Christian influencer and everything. And you're feeling good about yourself, sitting your high horse of self-righteousness. And you haven't got a drop of the power of the blood of Jesus in your life and your day-to-day. You're not a threat to the devil. The devil's not looking at you. That's why you guys don't get me. That's why no one understands me. Because no one's a threat like I'm a threat to the kingdom of darkness. That in general. So when I'm telling people the crazy stories about my life, like, oh, no, people don't get it. I get it now. I understand. Because you're not a threat. You're not. Satan isn't waking up in the morning and thinking, if I don't take that person down, if I don't take you down, oh no, something might happen. Because I've been speaking on things, and I've been standing up for the children, and I've been standing up for the only group, the group that Satan loves to get the most, because all he has to do is get you as a child. And then he doesn't have to worry about you as an adult, because you got all your issues, which I've also been confronted with this year. This year I've been like, God, really? It's like my issues, they don't end. I've been doing all this deep deliverance and healing with the Lord for the last few years. I have throughout my life, honestly. Like, it's amazing. That's why I'm like, God, really? That's what I've been saying to the Lord. I'm like, God, really? Like, it's actually one of the things that depressed me this year. After all of this healings, deliverances, and everything that I've been doing, and I still have so many issues. The devil done a number. He done a number. He done a good number, because, like, mate, how could you, but to be fair, based on the things that happened to me as a kid, like, yeah, I mean, I get it. And also, like, your whole personality formed by the age of 7, and I was already done at 7. It's actually so depressing when you think about it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like comedy and tragedy are like two sides of the same coin. It's the two sides of the same coin, right? Because I feel like I'm the epitome. Like, when people see me that I'm positive, they think, oh yeah, her life must be just so lovely. And I'm like, no, I am literally the personification of, if I don't laugh, I'll cry. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. Yeah, literally. I just choose to be positive, because if I didn't, it would be dark for everybody. If I was to say that's what I was saying, like, Lord, let's not do the emotion thing. Because I knew that if I was to do the emotion thing, if I was to go there and really, like, release all of my, which I can't, because I feel like, again, I don't feel like I can even cry in this country. I know that sounds insane to say, but I feel like the ball of misery that exists inside my body, right? It's too great for this country. I feel like I would cry enough tears to flood the entirety of the United Kingdom. Like, I know that sounds insane. I don't care, because, listen, I am a creative at the end of the day. So, you know, it might not seem like it because I've been teaching maths and science. Honestly, I hate my job now, by the way. I completely hate my job. I hate it. Like, this is the first time in my life I've truly hated my job. First time in my life this year. 2024 has just been amazing, right? You wake up, everybody all of a sudden, now that something's big news, now that somebody's getting exposed, now you want to believe something. Oh, no. Where was your discernment, Christians? Yeah. Oh, but it took a big story from the world. It took the world to wake you up. Weak. It makes me so mad. Like, I just go, this is saying, guys, I really can't. Like, I don't feel like I'm like digestible anymore to anyone. Like, I feel like I've exited. I'm like, my head is gone. Like, it's gone now. Like, I've been pushed to the point, you know, like, this is the thing, right? I was talking about turning pain into power, right? And how you should turn your pain into power. I was talking about this a couple of days ago, right? Yeah, I talked about that in a recent video. And so for me, the whole process of turning pain into power, right? It's like, I always get to a point where I'm in so much pain, like, emotionally. I don't cry from physical pain. You guys know the story. I dislocated my finger. Have I told you guys the story? Oh, my finger's not really straight. Oh my gosh, my nail is not even well painted, but whatever. My finger's not really straight, this one. And the story goes, I'll tell you guys, it's very quick. I was playing basketball, I was 13. Everything when I was 13, is what I'm saying. I was playing basketball, I was 13. Oh, I wish I hadn't eaten breakfast. I don't normally eat breakfast, and I feel horrible. Like, I feel actually horrible. I feel like making myself throw up. I actually do that, you know, guys. It's a toxic thing that I do. Rarely, but like, on the occasion where I've eaten food and I feel too full, because I hate feeling full, I will actually make myself throw up. I know it's bad, but it very, very rarely happens, but I do it. That's what I'm saying, guys. I've got issues. So anyways, dislocated finger, yeah? So when I was 13, I remember, when I was 13, I was playing basketball at school, and I really wanted to play basketball. Like, I really wanted to be good at basketball, but I gave up basketball for two main reasons. Number one, I never wanted to really get into sport because I don't want to have an overly athletic physique. And the other reason is, I know this is going to sound so funny, but I just felt like I didn't want to, like, be into women. Now, and there's nothing, like, it's just, like, look, I don't know. I just felt like that's how, I don't know, a lot of women who play basketball are into women, and I don't like that. I want to be into the males. Anyways, I'd rather go and watch the men, especially with, like, the basketball kids. That's one thing I prefer about basketball jerseys versus football shirts, like, in the UK, because in the basketball jerseys you can see the men's armpits, and I love me a good bit of armpit hair. Anyways, no one asked. So anyway, so I've dislocated my finger now. I'm playing this, and this girl was bad at playing, by the way, but she kept passing me the ball really weird. So she passed it to me once, and it kind of knocked my finger. I didn't look. Passed it to me again, knocked my finger again, and there was a way she was passing it, but, like, anyway, whatever. My finger fully dislocated, full dislocation, like all the way out of the socket, right? It was insane. I remember looking at it and I just literally, this is what I'm saying when I say I don't cry from physical pain. So I went up to my coach and I was like, I think there's something wrong here. And then she looked at it, she's like, you might want to cover that because some people get really squeamish. And I was just acting really chill about it because I was like, it was painful. Like, don't get me wrong. I just don't cry from physical pain. That's what I'm trying to say. So then I get taken to the freaking office, at school, and I get taken to the first aid room. And here's me sitting in the first aid room with a fully dislocated finger, like completely fully dislocated, yeah? Tell me why the office ladies, this is them talking to each other, they're like, should we call her mum? I don't know. Maybe we should just send her back to her lessons because she doesn't seem to be in that much pain. Because I wasn't crying. They were like, because she's not crying. I was like, do I have to cry? My finger's fully dislocated. No, what am I going to do in lesson with a fully dislocated, completely fully dislocated all the way out of the socket? What am I going to do in lesson with a fully dislocated? This is what I'm saying. I can't stand this stupid planet. So then, do you know what I did? I had to fake cry. I fake cried because when I heard that, I was like, the heck am I going back to my lesson? Just because I'm not here crying. Just because I'm not here feeling sorry for myself and licking my wounds. That's what I'm saying. That's why I hate the world. So I can't stand this place. This is exactly why we've awakened the beast now. Because I'm just like looking at the world and I'm thinking, everywhere that I turn and everything that I look at, I had to just cancel out everything in me. I decided the last week or two or whatever, this year I've gone through cancelling out everything and anything that would hold me back from that would stop me from, that is making me hold back anything. So that's where we're at now. That's why I'm not holding back. That's why I don't care anymore. That's why I don't care. That's why I don't care now. I don't care. I don't care what the world has to say. Listen, I'm already a threat. Listen, if I died today, I would have done more than a lot of Christians already have for the sake of the progress of Christianity. If I die today and my videos live, that's why I like, do you know what's crazy about my videos? Let me tell you guys the dark truth about why I like to make videos. I really wish I hadn't eaten breakfast. I don't normally eat breakfast. Oh, I feel disgusting. And, I feel just heavy and just... Anyway, let me tell you guys why I don't... One dark thing about me making videos. This is not even straight. Actually, what's the point in correcting it now? Oh, dear. Okay. One of the dark things about making videos is a lot of times I make videos, it's because I don't necessarily believe I'm necessarily going to be alive tomorrow. Like, so it's kind of my way of, is like, the reason why I'm so like open in my videos and I just say what I really think is because I'm like, I might not be here tomorrow. Like, I might be, the enemy might take me out, the heck somebody else might try to take me out, who knows? I may not be here. So like, I literally live my life. And like everybody says, live your every day like it's your last. Like, I literally record every video as if it's my last. Like, if this is the last thing I ever get to tell you, don't wait for me. Just keep running. Just go. This is the last thing I gotta say while I take my final. Yeah, that's how it is. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Now that I think about it. So you can think about all of these 1,600 and whatever videos, although there's only like 400 live at the moment, where me speaking as if I may never get to speak to y'all again. Yeah, so there's that. So anyway, I'm trying to remember what the purposes was of this video. Yeah. 2024? Yeah, Awaken the Monster. From working in this job, you guys don't even know the half of this job situation because these people are actually taking me for an idiot. It's actually great. You know what? Because you know why? Listen. If people want to play a game with me, I'm going to play the game now. Basically. And I'm going to play a nasty game. As in, I'm going to play a good game. I'm going to play a clean and pure game. But I'm not going to hold back anymore. And that's the funny thing, that I've never in my life given the full 100% into anything. I've only ever given a max about, when I was in London, I was probably given about a strong 40%. I've never done it because I'm scared of what will happen if I do. That's the truth. Like I said, I don't want the attention. I don't like making people feel uncomfortable, and I'm quite too compassionate. Like, it's really, it's really annoying. But I'm just gonna I'm just gonna let it go because it's December and I'm freaking sick and tired now. I'm over it. I'm over being Mrs. Nice Gal. Okay? The grace period is over, right? I'm over it. I'm so freaking over it. It's unbelievable. You know what, guys? Let me tell you something. My name, right? Both of my names are both African. My actual names. And why do I not use my African name, my first name? Because it's traumatizing. It gives me PTSD. Like, I always have a shiver when I hear people call me my actual first name. By the way, my passport expires next year, and I'm changing the freak out of my name. I'm deleting the past, and I'm deleting all connections to the people of the past. You guys will not even know. You don't even have to know this information. I'm just sharing it because, hey, I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I should write a song. No, wait. That's even cringing me. Even the thought of writing it, so even the thought of making my own music is cringing me out. That's how irritated I am with everything. Ugh. Yeah, so, yeah, both my names, my first and last name, which is ironic because both my parents and both my siblings, all four of them have English first names. I'm the only one with an African first name. Yeah, so, my first name means Grace. That's why some people, I go by Grace to some people. Listen, if you're a person from my past and you call me Grace, I promise you, you're going to find the heel of my right foot in your throat. So don't you dare try to call me anything other than my actual African name, because you do not reserve the right to call me anything else. And I can kick that high, just to say. And grown men, and I practice. Okay? So that's why I know my right heel of my foot in your throat or in your nuts. So don't call me anything other than my name. Given. Yeah, so my names, they translate in their respective languages. My first name in my mother's language means Grace. My surname in my father's language means lion. And I always found that funny because I've always been more on the Grace side of things. You know what I'm saying? I always say Mrs. Grace, I'm feeling gracious, and I'm so done with that. I'm so overwhelmingly moving over. The Grace period is gone and done and dead. She's dead. She's dead now. She's dead. Like, I always get to this point where, like, I've cried so much and I've cried too much and I've been so alone in crying and I've been so isolated in my crying because there's nobody who's crying the way I'm crying. There's nobody that I get to the point where I just don't care. It's not even like I go numb, because I'm not even numb. It's more like I just have no reason. Like, you know, like how... This is why I just think it's great. Like, the enemy doesn't think about the long term. One thing about the devil is the devil's a short-term thinker. God is a long-term investor. The devil's a short-term thinker, right? Because the devil will think about now, but he won't think about how that's going to end itself up. Because this is what I think is funny with the devil. Like, as much as he's coming for me, he's trying to take me out now, and he's sending all this, that, and the other, and whatever's happening, and all his little minions and whatnot. Bro, you caused this, because had he not put so many people betraying me and so many people working against me in my life, throughout my life, had he not done that, I would be more of a coward because I would have things to lose. That's what I'm saying. I would have things to lose. So I'd be like, maybe I won't speak out because I'm worried about how this will affect my relationships. That's how it would have been. But no, he was so short-term thinking. He's like, I was just trying to annihilate her every single moment. I was just trying to freaking annihilate her. And guess what? Because he kept doing that, and because he kept doing that, and he kept doing it, and he kept doing it, guess what? I got to 27. I was like, wait, I've got nothing to freaking lose. Because the winning team's on job anyway. So they're going to be here because they get it. So what's there to lose? Oh, family. Ain't got my back anyways. My own people in Africa. Yeah, calling you people out. Ain't got my back. No, it's all just judgment. The church ain't got my back. Oh, we're worried about her. So is the devil. And he ain't worried about you. And that's the problem, my friend. Yeah, go ahead. Every single season of my life, every single season of my entire life, I've been betrayed or lied. I've been betrayed by either family and or friend. Family and or friend. Every single season of my life. Do you think that I see any value anymore in being held back because of the sake of relationships where you might just turn on me. I don't believe in loyalty. For me personally, I'm like the most loyal person ever. Like, I'm so unbelievably loyal. That's been the problem. In a world full of disloyal people. And my loyalty is for real. If I make a decision, if I make a commitment, I commit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any type of relationship. So I'm overwhelmingly loyal. And I can say that because I've had opportunities. Listen, you think I haven't had opportunities when my friends were betraying me and lying on my name to betray them? You think I haven't, even with my family members, had opportunities to completely destroy their names? I could be doing that now. I could just make my whole channel telling you guys story times about these people and what they really be doing and what they really been done doing. And I ain't doing it. I could be exposing people, but I'm not. Like, this is what I'm saying. So I'm like, God, I was saying to the Lord like last week or two, like, God, I'm sick of being the older sibling. That older sibling thing. Like, and when I say that, I don't mean that in reference to my brothers. I mean that in terms of concept of society. Like, I'm sick of being the person always expected to take the high road. The one who's always expected to handle what everybody else was doing and be the mature, and be like the adult in the room. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it and I'm over it and I'm not doing it anymore. Listen, I don't care anymore. I don't care. Listen, whatever's going to happen going forward is going to be the work of the Lord. And him alone. So whatever you see next, it's gonna be God, because it's not gonna be me. Because I'm not the one anymore. I don't care. Like, I realistically do not care. The Lord, if he wants to do whatever he wants to do, he can do it with you and his people and his whatevers. He can do whatever he wants to do. I, for one, am not participating. I, for one, will just be, I'm letting go. Basically is what I'm saying, guys. I'm completely letting go. I'm like completely letting go of everything. I'm letting go. And this week, people are going to recognize the beast for once. Yeah. Because she's going to be here now. She's going to be here now, and I'm going to awaken her. Yeah. Well, she's already awoken. She's by force. Oh, I literally hate existence itself. But yeah, she's here now. So you may want to unsubscribe. The funny thing is I'm saying that, but the reality is that it'd actually be more juicy if you'd actually subscribe, because the video's probably going to be even more juicy now, because now I'm just going to, like, I ain't holding back no more. I don't care no more. Who cares? Who actually cares? Do you think I care anymore? Like, this is the thing. This is why the devil shouldn't just, like, see, he does too much. He always does too much. This is one thing I've learned about the devil, yeah. He's always doing too much. That's why he's being found out now, even this year. Because he always takes it too far. Like I said, he's a short-term thinker, not a long-term investor. So in the short term, yeah, let's do all of this stuff, these things he's getting these people to do, all the demons, they're desperate, yeah. That's why the demons are doing all these behaviors. I need to make that video as well. But anyway. But then he doesn't think about the fact that there's a day will come where everything will come to the surface. And sometimes you push somebody, I'm one of them people that I give people like 100 more chances than everybody else. But once I've been pushed past that final chance I'm prepared to give, I will become your worst nightmare. Oh yeah. I will become your worst nightmare now. And that's how I feel about the devil now. Now I just feel petty. I'm just feeling petty now. I'm just like, I just want to mess with your plans just because you're just irritating me at this point. Like, you should have just left me alone. You should have just done a little bit less. But now I'm feeling petty. So, let's go. Let's go. We want to play a game? We want to play games? Well, we want to play games. And this is also a message out there to those people working against me. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Try me. I dare you. Because guess what? I don't care about this world. I don't care about society. I don't care about validation of others on this planet. If you want to play a dirty game, if you decide one day to take me to court, if you decide to try to expose, I promise you, I will not hold back. So you better sit in the comfortability of keeping your mouth motherfucking shut. Because I promise you, I will win. I will win. I don't care. Do you know why, guys? Know why I win at stuff? I've told you guys this before. Whenever I'm doing something and I want to win, I just in my head say, keep the word win in my head. That's all I have in my head is win. Like, it's like I wield the universe. So in order for me to kind of like, this is win. And I've realized that when whoever is the most locked in, like mentally has that mindset, just that alone will throw somebody else off their game, because they will see within you that you're so sure that it will throw them off. That's a life hack, by the way, guys. You're welcome. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna leave that there because I gotta go get ready for work. But whatever. Oh, hate it here. But anyway, yeah, life's a game is pay to win. Listen, you guys, the devil pushed me one step too far, and now. God bless you. God loves you. I love you. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.